Hello everyone, Sam is here from creativetrading.system.com, making this small video about CTS alarm EA, but this one is the actual expert advisor that opens up a live trade, right? So instead of it beeps the alarm as well, but it will open up the trade and place an SL and TP, and all those features are there. So let me just open the window and then show a little bit in detail how it works and how you can use it properly at your own will. Right? I use the setting that I use. I'll let you know, but you can always change the setting according to your needs. Right? So this is the chart. You want to apply that the EA here. So you go on this if you already have added this EA in your MT4. So I have it here. So I have the CTS5 live, right? So I'm going to drag and drop here on this chart. And now I have this window open, right? I'm going to go here, this tab inputs. And then these are the things that I can't close. Okay. So what are these? So now let's say if my analysis tells you that this pair is supposed to be going to the upside, like Euro Aussie, Pound Aussie, I said they're going to drop, right? So they will be dropping on the weekly chart, and then you look at the 40-minute that, yeah, it is bearish right now, and the volume time comes and you see, okay, I will like to see a short setup and then take it to the downside, right? Now, volume time, our trading time is Frankfurt open to, like, so let's say New York lunch, which is Frankie open is like around 2 a.m. Eastern time until maybe 18-hour, 19-hour, Eastern time, military time, right? So I also have the code for the timing. So you can select the time from 00 to 24, right? So this time is military time, local time, wherever you are, that time, right? So you can set it up or leave it open and then, apply this manually. What I do is I apply it manually, right? So, and then if the setup is there, and if you have to go someplace or if you need to sleep, whatever, but you know that you have this thing there, short only, long only is on the top here. So you can, if you decide that the pair is going to drop and you only want the short, then you can make this long false. When you're dropping, you can do false. So it's not going to take, even if there's a setup, long setup, it's not going to take it, right? And you can do the same for short, true or false here. You can select short only, long only, or leave it open both sides. Now the stop loss, I usually have, my setting is 25 pip, right? So at the time of the entry, and the price moves 25 pip away from the entry, my SL will come. Well, that's a break even. So at the time of the entry, right, the system, all the conditions, when it opens up, it automatically plays the SL at 25 pip from the entry, right? Which is always, like, for example, if you open the trade here, right? So the first blue candle, it will open up here, and then this SL will be right below this low, which is always 25 pip. Similarly here, you open the trade here, and your SL is right here. So it's going to be always 25 pip. In my case, you can, make it 30, 40, whatever you want, or maybe even smaller, but I would say 25 pip I use, right? Take profit, I have it 100 here, right? So sometimes big mover, if I feel like that I can have a big trade, I can leave it open. Like maybe I'll move it, make it like 200, 300. So the target will never reach that day, and it will not hit, and I will be able to close it manually, right? Whenever I feel like, calculate the daily range target and mark it there, then I will just simply move the SL to that area, right? So that I can do myself on my own. Here, after that, you see this pips move to BE. It's also 25 pip. So the SL is 25 pip, and if the price move in my direction positively, right? So I'm up 25 pip, 30 pip. You can make it 30 here as well. Sometime I use 25, sometimes 30. So what will happen is that SL will pop up and then go and sit on a break even, exactly at the entry level, right? So now if the price makes the turn, you're not gonna lose anything, right? So that's that's a safety feature here. Now you can set up the lot size. This is, I have it here, micro. Then you can have 2 micro, 5 micro, 1 mini, 2 mini, 5 mini, standard, whatever the lot size that you prefer according to your size of your account. Alarm is also true. Now, if you want the trade to open but no sound, then you can make it false. But if you want to be notified that the EA has opened up a new trade and you want to know what the heck happened or what is it and where it is, then leave it on so that as soon as it opens the trade, it will start beeping as well. Okay. So then after that, this is maximum threshold. What the heck is that? So now this 60 pip means this is the distance between the red line and the yellow line. For example, from here to here, if I see, let me just close this here. So if let's say this entry, for example, right? So this distance from red to this is 41 pip. So it will take that, right? But for example, if it's coming back here and then it gives you the entry here, and then you see that this thing from here to here is almost a little more than 60, it's not going to open the trade. And most likely what happened, it dropped, right? So after, if the distance is too much and then you have a long entry, it's not going to open the trade because it is going to retrace. So that's a safety feature. So you want to be close to the red line so that it will just go away. That entry will be. So now some pair that, I have a rule of thumb that I usually have this threshold, maximum threshold, 1/3 of the daily range of that pair. So now if this has a little over 1/3, right? A little less than half. So if this one has like 150 pip daily average, then half, little less than half is about 75 pip. So I would say like 70 pip or 60 pip, right? But if Euro USD is only have like 80 pip range, then I will have that on maybe 35, 40 pip. So I want very close to the red line because it doesn't have that much. If it opens up here somewhere, it would probably go up here a little bit and then drop again, right? Because it doesn't move that much. So that is the idea. So you can set up the daily range accordingly, and it moves. It changes all the time, right? So pound Aussie has a daily range. This one, let's say, how much is the daily range here? Where the heck that indicator go? For this pound yen, we have it. Okay, what's up? What happened? All right. So yeah, the daily range is 148, right? So I would say that for something like this, I would probably put like 65, 65 or 70, threshold, maximum threshold. Now there is something called a minimum threshold as well. So what is that? Is that you don't want this red line and yellow line too close to each other. That means it's ranging, right? For example, since here it's ranging, right? So if you look at the red line and the yellow line, it is only 16 pip, right? So see what happening here? So that's what it is. So minimum threshold, let me open up that. Where the heck it go? Okay. CTS alarm. Yeah. Okay. Now you see that maximum is 60. You can change it like 65 or 70. If I want to make it 70, I'll do 70. Now, minimum threshold, I have it 10. Means you can change it to 20. Let's say, for example, here. I don't want this, right? I see that this is what's happening in most of the pairs. And then this is the distance is what? 16 pip. So I would say that, if less than 20, I don't want that entry. So I'll change it to 20, right? So now what will happen that if you place that, now 20 pips, so for example, this distance from here to here, it is 31. So it will open this, right? But if let's say this is a short entry here, and then it's ranging, so now this distance is 27. So it will probably open this as 20 pip. If it's less than 20, for example, here, it's not going to open the trade. You see this? It's only 13, 14 pip. So yeah, minimum you can do it. For this one, you probably have to put a little bit more than 20, maybe 25, because because of the big daily range. But the small one, you can select that, a little bit less. It all depends on which pair you want to trade, right? You want, so for example, this entry here. So see, beautiful entry, and the distance was 21, right? So if you put that, okay, less than 25, don't take the entry, then you will miss this entry. So I would say that, put like between 15 to 20 so that you can get the most of the good entries. That, if it is 10 pip, it's very close. See this one here? You don't want to have an entry in this situation, even though if the EMs are aligned and then everything is fine, but the distance between the yellow and the red is too close, right? So that is the minimum threshold. What else? Let's go open that up again. So now maximum threshold and then minimum threshold. And then the last thing is that the timing. Timing, what are the timing? Our best timings are from Frankie Open, which is 2 o'clock Eastern time, 2 a.m. Eastern time, till New York lunch, which says 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock maximum. London closes at 11 a.m. Eastern time, right? So half of the volume is boom, gone. So, and then around like 12 o'clock, even US people are so, getting started to go for lunch. So the activity slows down, right? So if, you can have this, you put it on the pair that you like, that you think that is going to move. And around like Frankie Open until 11, 12 o'clock. And then if you set up the time here, right, for example, 3 a.m. If I would put it here, the 3 a.m. here, and then it's a military time. So, and then 11 o'clock, let's say, is 1800 hour to my Eastern time, right? So from 3, I will put 3 here and then 1800, 18.00. So that would be 11 a.m. Eastern time from London Open. 3 a.m. is London Open. 2 a.m. is Frankie Open. So I would put 2 to 18 from Frankie Open to this. And then it automatically will not open the trade outside these timings, right? So this is what it is. Now, this in the EA is currently I'm using it. Definitely, I'm using it on these candles, Renko candles, and in my system, right? 40-minute chart, 20-minute chart. So I'm talking about this, putting on the 20-minute chart. You can also use this on a 40-minute chart, and it will open up, very few trades, but solid trades, right? 40-minute setups are a gold mine. But if you want to have more trades, take a little bit more risk, then you can. I usually have entries from 20-minute chart. Look, let me show you this week entries, all these entries, what happened. So this was the entry. Now, if you see my entry is a little bit more, off from the entry point, then that is manual. If I am here and if I see the alarm beeping, right, I have the alarm on then, right? So if alarm beeping, then I open up and then I open the trade manually, right? But if I'm going to go someplace and if I know that, this thing already here, so I says, okay, it became bullish and I think that's going to go up and might be going to the upsides, and I would not be able to watch it because I'm going out, then I'll put the alarm on and then go. Or the second option is what? That, keep it on all the time, right? So when I'm close to the computer and I'm watching and I'm working, then usually I don't have it on, and when the alarm beeps, then I'll look at it and then I open manually. If not, then I just put the alarm on. Then if I'm doing my analysis, then I'll put the alarm, the EA on, and then I'll go and then do it. If I'm doing one-on-one, teaching someone over the Zoom, then I cannot go and check all of these things, right? So I just shut off the alarm and then put the EA on, that if that it happens, setup is there, and then the EA will open the trade automatically. When I finish my one-on-one, then I'll go back and then see what the heck happened, right? Or if anything happened. So this one, it was open because of this EA. Also, this one is, you can see this one is a little off. It should be a little bit up. So this one, I had the alarm on and I opened this trade manually. Beautiful entry here. And then this was a beautiful entry here. So this is manually. So now this one I missed. Maybe I wasn't there, and maybe I didn't put the thing on that, the EA on at that time, but I missed this one. But yeah, I got this one here, right? So most of them you're gonna get, right? For this one, for example, this will it open up automatically here, right? It opened here as well. I think I remember. But what happened? it moves like 25 pip in your direction, then SL come and sit on a break even automatically, right? And then what happened? It goes up and then take you out. Boom, right? So then again, there is a setup. It will open up again, right? So this is what it is now. This one also, you see this, it opened, EA opened this. After one reversal candle and one blue candle, boom, the trade was open by a beautiful entry here, and then it went up all the way to 85 pip. There's £1 USD. You can see this is from the 7-minute chart. You can use it on there. This one was a very, very nice entry, and then this one also, this one. So all of these, most of these are open by the EA, because even if I'm see this little arrow here, I didn't even remove the arrow. So that is the sign that it opened automatically. This is Euro CAD for 110 pip. Beautiful. This would not be open here because it's yellow is just a little bit above the black. So EA don't read it. EA is very, very perfect, right? So it's not going to open. If you take this one short here, right, it come down here, went up, and then by the time it come down here, your SL came to break even, and then the price will go up and take you out from here at the break even right here. And after that, there was no setup. And after that, this was the only setup, and it dropped 410 pip. So these are all the trades. You can see that this was also opened by the EA. Like I said, that if I'm doing different things and I know that this is what's going to happen, and it's probably, Aussie was getting weaker, USD was getting strong, and this big move and retracement into the wave, beautiful entry here, just drag and drop the EA with your perfect setting and bye-bye. And then you do your own things, and if this happen, it will open up the trade automatically, right? And then SL is put there automatically, and you can even set up the target 1-to-3 ratio, 1-to-4 ratio, because it does have the target ability there as well. Let me see. Take profit, right? I didn't see this here. Take profit, you can set it up. Let's say the 25 pip SL, you can say 1-to-3 ratio. Okay, 75 pip profit, that's it. I want out. If you're not there, if it reaches to 75 pip, trade will automatically close. Okay, so you can have these features, set up one by one, understand it, play around with it, and you can do wonders with this, because it is all automatic, but at your choice as well, right? So you can set up different pairs move differently, right? If you have an EA and then you start putting it all the pairs, some pair will backfire and some pair will do good. So knowing the pairs, and that's what I teach in my, if my subscribers, right? So if you are my subscriber, that's fine, But if not, then I recommend that even if you get this, that you'll subscribe monthly so that you will know my analysis, which pair is going where and what is happening, right? So, and that, for example, here, if I show you, let's say gold, right? So this was my scenario that, okay, the gold, the second scenario, the first scenario that is going to bounce here and then go up. The second was that if it's not going to go up above 1959, I have written here, if hold and then we drop, we will go back to 1877, then 1802. What do you think that is happening right now? Let me show it to you. And then, because these analysis helps a lot. And the first scenario, the second scenario I showed you, and then the second scenario was this. You see that? And then this is the chart I made that, okay, it's not going up. So second scenario was like need to go below 1920, 1916, and it will go down, right? And the target was first 1877 and then break that. And I said it's going to go to 1802. So that is exactly what's happening. And going down, it gave so many good entries, so many. So you look at that here. First, I showed this chart. So your EA will open all of these, any of these, because they're all like, maybe not these, because the threshold, if you have a threshold like 60 or 50, then this was more than that, I guess. Let me see. You see, this is 86, right? But if you had this one here and then you hold on to it, then you don't need to make the entry here. This one was like 62, right? 60 to 60. If you have it 70 here, then fine. If you have 60, then this will take this one. It will open up this one here. This is only 40, right? So, and then after that, again, this one probably, if you have it 60, then this is 80, right? This is 80, and this is the fast moving. You need to have the threshold a little bit bigger. And like I said, that yesterday, in fact, today, this was a beautiful entry here. The minimum threshold, maximum threshold, you can see it is 35. So it's more than minimum, less than maximum. Beautiful entry by the book. This was an entry by the book, and this was entry by the book, and went down all the way here. Right. So this is what happened. Similarly, I had this, for example, my favorite pairs, Euro Aussie, Pound Aussie, right? So let me show you that my Euro Aussie chart, actually, the wave 5, I was showing that it's going to drop after wave 5. And let me show you what happened with that. See this one? When it was here, I said that it's going to drop. And then when we were around just below 65.97, I said it's going to drop more. So it's constantly dropping, right? So what do you look for? You look for short. And when you see that, on 40-minute is already, bearish, and the 20-minute, the Frankie open, just around the Frankie open, you place this thing, and then you, let me see if I can show you. Okay, this one, for example. See that? Today. And yesterday, sorry. This entry was yesterday here, beautiful entry. This was an entry, this was an entry, and then we're supposed to be going down, so forget about it. If it is long, forget about it. Don't put the EA. But this one, you would have gotten easily, how many pips? I missed that. But I went all the way. See, this is one day here. Here to here is like 50 pip, but then the next day it continue all the way down here. It's 164 pip. All the way in 2 days. 2-day trade, beautiful entry, gone with the wind. So with the analysis, my chart showing that, okay, this is what is about to happen. You just, around Frankie open, you see that that's what's exactly happening. It's bearish, place the EA and let it do its job, right? So you don't have the interference or human emotion, whatever. It will open up, it will place the SL, it will hit the target and close automatically. The only thing that I don't have it here, I don't like it, is the trailing stop, right? So you need to give it room, sometime it wobble. As long as you're sitting on a break even, what the hell with it? If it comes and hit, you don't lose anything, but give it a room. So I don't move that, But just before closing, I just move my SL just to separate from the entry point. It's like 5-10 pip or up or down, and that's it. So just like, sit on the break even, and that's it, and see what happens. All right. So this is how it works. And if you're interested, just, my son, actually, I give it to him. Just says, okay, do whatever you want to do. And he's making little changes here, adding all these filters and different things, and he's keep doing it, and it's keep making it. He's going to integrate 40-minute direction into this later on, right? So that would be another. So when we update, you will get it, the updated version, right? So, yeah, so whoever interested in it, just contact Umar and email him or me, right, on my forexmagicweb@gmail.com, and then we will send it over to you. All right, so this is it for now. Any question, again, you have it, then ask me, email me, then I'll clarify, but I think that I clarified pretty good. Like I said, the timing is Frankie to New York lunch, and you can even use it. You can drop it when you see that, in a Asian session, for example, yen news or Aussie red news is coming up, right? So right after the news, when, let's say, the news coming out, and then Pound Aussie and Euro Aussie start to go up, right? Means the bad news for Aussie, and they started to go up. So they went above the wave, and now you think that it's going to drop, make a setup, and then continue to go to the upside, drop the EA there, right? And let it happen. So if it is going to drop and then make the setup and it start to go up again, EA will open the trade. You don't even have to be there or, involve your human emotion and, think like, yeah, should I take it? Should I not? And this and that. And then we end up making a mistake, right? So drop the EA, that's it. All you're going to lose if you're wrong, 25 pip, or maybe break even, right? If it goes like 30 pip, 35 pip, and then comes back again, hit your SL, and you are sitting at the break even at that time. So you don't lose anything anyway, right? So there's a 50-50 chance that you lose your SL. But if it goes your way, usually your Aussie trade usually goes for 70, 80, 100 pip or even more. The daily range of this pair is also like 130, 140. Let me just take a look here. Uh, where is that indicator here? 120, 130, right? So if you catch the trade early in the day, you have a shot at 100 pip trade, easy, right? So this is how it is. And then if the slow or small daily range pairs, don't even trade those. If you like, then yeah, I'm not gonna tell you not, but I only choose the pairs that have daily range more than 100 easily, 120, 130, 140, 50. Pound Aussie has big daily range, pound cat, pound nosy. They have big daily ranges, right? So you have a more, if you have a chance to get a bigger trade from your entry, easy 100, 110 pip, 20 pip trade you can catch, right? Based on the daily range. So this is it for now. Anything else? Yeah, and one more thing that Omar told me to mention, that since he's making these codes and he'll learn a lot, and now he is able to code anything. So if anybody has any strategy that you want to code it, right, make an EA, then he can do it for you, right? And this is it for now. So hopefully, I will. Today's Friday, right? So I'm gonna make probably gonna make a webinar Q&A session for tomorrow and see what happens. If not, then if I'm busy, then I'll skip to Sunday. But let's see what happens. All right. So this is for now, and have a very wonderful weekend. And talk to you guys later.